That furry walking carpet you think you know? The loyal co-pilot who just roars and follows orders? Forget it. Everything you've been shown about Wookiees is a carefully crafted lie. Because beneath that cuddly exterior is a secret so brutal, it makes ripping a man's arms from his sockets look like a friendly handshake. You see Chewbacca, and you see a gentle giant, a loyal friend, the galaxy's most famous sidekick. That's the image we've been sold for decades. The big, lovable teddy bear with a laser crossbow. But this image is a mask. A carefully maintained illusion that hides a creature forged in violence, bound by terrifying laws, and capable of a fury so absolute, it scares even them. Today, we're tearing that mask off. These are the 5 brutal Wookiee truths the movies and shows are afraid to tell you. Let's start with their hands. You've seen them. Big, powerful paws, perfect for fixing a hyperdrive or strangling an Imperial officer. But what you don't see are the weapons hidden inside. Every single Wookiee is born with a set of thick, retractable claws. Think of a grizzly bear's claws, but sharper, stronger, and capable of turning flesh and metal into ribbons. So why have you never seen Chewbacca use them? Why, in all his years of desperate life-or-death battles, did he never unleash these natural weapons? Because to a Wookiee, using your claws in a fight is the ultimate act of dishonor. It is a public declaration that you have lost control, that you have given in to your most primal, savage instincts. A Wookiee who does this is branded with a name that is spat, not spoken, a Madclaw. They are seen as broken, insane, a danger to the tribe. They are captured, shaved of their proud fur to mark their shame, and exiled from their society forever. It is a fate worse than death. Their entire culture is built on this incredible restraint. The knowledge that they could shred you to pieces in an instant, but they choose not to. That is the core of their honor. So when a Wookiee fights you with their bare hands, they are paying you a compliment. When they don't use their claws, they are proving they are better than the beast within. But what happens when that beast gets out? This brings us to our second brutal truth. Wookiee Rage. This isn't just getting angry. This isn't yelling and throwing things. This is a biological, terrifying Berserker fury. When a Wookiee is pushed past their breaking point, something snaps. Their mind goes dark, and a primal engine of pure destruction takes over. Their strength multiplies. They feel no pain. They become an unstoppable, roaring hurricane of violence. And here's the truly terrifying part. They can't tell friend from foe. An ally who gets in their way is just another obstacle to be annihilated. A Wookiee lost to this rage is a weapon of mass destruction with no guidance system. They are as dangerous to their own friends as they are to their enemies. This is why they fear it so much. It's the ultimate loss of control, the physical manifestation of becoming a Madclaw. Han Solo's famous line, "A Wookiee can pull a person's arms out of their sockets." That's a controlled threat. That's a Wookiee who is still thinking. The real Wookiee Rage is mindless, absolute, and something no one, not even the Wookiee themselves, wants to witness. To understand why they have this rage, you have to understand where they come from. And that's our third truth. Their homeworld, Kashyyyk, is not a paradise. It's a death trap. The beautiful tree cities you see, the Rocher trees that stretch miles into the sky, they aren't a lifestyle choice. They are a fortress, a necessity for survival. Because what lives below, on the forest floor, is the stuff of nightmares. This dark, perpetually shadowed realm is called the Shadowlands, and it is teeming with some of the most vicious predators in the galaxy. giant, venomous spiders called webweavers, vicious, panther-like hunters called katarns, winged beasts that snatch you from the branches. The very ground itself can swallow you whole. Every single day on Kashyyyk is a fight for survival. A Wookiee child learns to climb before they can walk, because falling means being eaten. Their culture wasn't built on peace and nature. It was forged in a crucible of constant, lethal danger. They are warriors because their planet gave them no other choice. Every Wookiee is born into a world that is actively trying to kill them. That's why they're so strong. That's why they're so fierce. They are the apex survivors of a planetary deathmatch. This brutal world also forged their social codes, leading to our fourth truth. The life debt is not a friendly favor. It's a spiritual prison. We see Chewbacca's loyalty to Han Solo as a beautiful friendship, and it is. But it began as one of the most sacred and burdensome oaths a Wookiee can undertake. When your life is saved by another, a Wookiee believes their spirit is now tied to their saviors. They are honor-bound to protect that person, to serve them, to follow them for the rest of their life. This isn't a choice. It's an unbreakable chain. It supersedes family, home, and personal desire. Chewbacca had a wife and son on Kashyyyk, but because Han, then an Imperial officer, refused an order and saved him from being executed, Chewie was bound to him. He couldn't go home. He had to follow this scruffy-looking nerf herder across the galaxy into the heart of criminal syndicates and a galactic civil war. It's a profound display of honor, yes, but it's also an inescapable sentence. A Wookiee doesn't pay back a life debt and then walk away. The debt is their life, until their savior dies. This fierce devotion to honor and freedom leads us to our final and perhaps most important truth. Slavery is the ultimate Wookiee sin. To any species, being enslaved is a horror, but to a Wookiee, it is a spiritual violation of the highest order. Their entire identity is built on strength, loyalty to their tribe, and the freedom their brutal world demands. Slavery strips all of that away. It turns a proud warrior into an object, a symbol of honor into a tool. For centuries, their reptilian neighbors, the Trandoshans, hunted Wookiees for sport and enslaved them. The Empire saw their immense strength and did the same, putting them to work in spice mines and labor camps. This is why Wookiees fight with such unmatched ferocity against slavers. It's not just a battle for freedom. It's a holy war to reclaim their very soul. When you see Chewbacca roar in defiance at his Imperial captors, you're not just seeing an angry prisoner. You're seeing a lifetime of cultural trauma, of righteous fury against the one thing that can truly break a Wookiee being unleashed. The liberation of the Wookiee slaves on Kessel wasn't just a plot point in a movie. For Chewbacca, it was the most profound and meaningful act he could possibly perform. So the gentle giant, the walking carpet, it's a lie. A testament to their incredible self-control. What you're really looking at is a creature born with natural weapons it considers a dishonor to use. A warrior forged on a planet designed to kill, who lives in constant fear of their own uncontrollable rage. A being bound by sacred oaths so powerful they dictate their entire existence. The next time you see Chewbacca, the loyal co-pilot, remember what's truly there. You're not seeing a pet or a sidekick. You're seeing a caged monster, a monster who has chosen, against every single primal instinct, to be a hero. And that is far more terrifying and far more noble than any movie ever dared to show you.